Hey. I want to give a shout out. I know a lot of people is probably skeptical of using them. I've been going through credit repair for 4.5 years, 8 different companies. No one has been able to get this done. I normally don't even make videos about things like this. I'm really too shy of making videos, but I wanted to give them their props. So shout out to Credit Plug, Miss Lindsay, the sales rep. These guys have literally got negative items removed off my credit report within literally 12 days. And no one told me to make this video. This is me giving their props out to these people. I appreciate them. If you're skeptical, give them a try. I promise you this will be your last stop credit repair services. I've been through 8 different credit repair services in 4.5 years. Nobody's been able to get things removed except them. Give them a try. I promise you, you won't regret it. They are awesome. I'm telling you, man, if you want to get your life changed, move forward. I own a business. It's hard to move forward when your credit ain't right, but give them a shot. I promise you won't regret it.
Over 38% of adults in the United States have a credit score below a 670. I see a lot of people in the comment section saying that credit repair is so easy. Now, if credit repair was so easy, why do millions and millions of Americans have bad credit? And nearly 42% of Americans have been denied for credit due to having a poor credit score. Now, last month, a subscriber reached out to me and told me how they were in a DIY credit repair for over 2 years. So they started sometime back in 2023, and their credit score has not even got above a 580. So during that entire time, they're sending in all these disputes and nothing coming off the credit report. Now, they signed up with us. They took advantage of the February Sweetheart Special. And in a matter of about 2 weeks, their credit score went from a 555. So on February 22nd, they had a 555 FICO score, not a Vantage score, but a FICO score. And on March 6th, 2025, as y'all can see, a 789 credit score. So this was a 234 point FICO score increase in about 2 weeks, give or take. Now, just because this person got these results does not mean that's going to be the case for everyone. Now, let me give you a caveat as far as the DIY credit restoration, right? So a lot of DIY credit restoration, you're doing these disputes, redisputes, and a lot of times people are doing this for months and years. So what people fail to realize is that after a certain amount of disputes, your credit profile could actually get flagged to the point that any additional credit disputes that you submit are already going to be deemed frivolous. But when you're in DIY credit restoration, you may not even know that. Now, again, nothing with trying to fix your own credit, but at the end of the day, if you don't know what you're doing, it's going to cost you even more in the time that you're wasted, in the opportunity cost, and not being able to participate in the capital markets, not being able to access credit. So don't delay. Click the link in the description of the video and come talk to us. We are the best company in America when it comes to credit restoration. We know all the latest techniques and we stay up to date with the latest methods to get the best results. And as y'all can see, all of that information is all for their credit report because they're sitting at a 789 Experian FICO 8, not a Vantage score. A lot of people like to say, oh man, you're showing Credit Karma. I'm showing y'all right now. You can see on the screen. Now, look, I'm not going to bore y'all with receipts. Y'all could always just rewind all the videos that we drop on a weekly basis, showing you deletions off of credit reports, increases in the FICO score, and then helping our clients get access to capital. Now, one of the reasons why a lot of people are suffering financially right now is because they have poor credit and they don't have access to capital markets. And because you don't have access to capital markets, you're not able to leverage the bank's money to make even more money. Now, once you're able to get access to the capital and develop a plan on how to leverage the capital, you're able to make money from other people's money. And that way you're able to go and pay off your debt. You don't have to subscribe to a poverty mindset. And a lot of people trying to be minimalist now because they've given up on just trying to thrive economically, do whatever it is that you want to do, provide for your family and not have to struggle financially. But the first step is getting your financial reputation in place so you can access the capital market. And for all the Americans who have poor credit for years and not doing anything about it, you're missing out on one of the greatest opportunities. There's no other place in the world where you can have access to capital to then be able to invest that money and make more money, make returns from it, invest in things that will have a return. Is a low FICO score preventing you from living your best life? Now, I remember at one point I had a very low credit score. My credit score was in the dumps. I probably had about a 550, 560 credit score, couldn't get financed for anything. I was actually getting job offers rescinded. Yes, this is a true story. I had job offers lined up, but once I went through that security clearance check where they pull your credit and they saw that I had collections, wasn't paying my student loans, those job opportunities were rescinded. Now, the same thing happens in your personal life when it comes to renting an apartment or buying a home or financing a car at a good interest rate, or even business opportunities. You have that new business idea and you need $100,000 from the bank, but because your credit score is not good, you're unable to tap into those resources. You're unable to access capital markets. Now, if that's the case, we got a solution for you. You don't have to be ashamed or embarrassed about having a low credit score, and we've helped dozens and dozens of subscribers increase their credit score. So I want to show you another example. As you can see right here, your FICO score, not Vantage score, but FICO score increased by 206 points. So let's click on and see exactly what happened. So as y'all can see, this was on January 29th, 2025. Their credit score increased 206 points to a 718. That means they were at a 512 credit score. So let's take a look at the dispute results to see what resulted in this huge 200+ point FICO score increase. Now, as y'all can see right here, we have two JP Morgan Chase credit cards that were removed off their credit report. Now, you only see two accounts. So why is it that they saw a 200+ point increase just from two credit cards being removed? Because I've shown you guys examples in the past where we saw 200 point increases, but this is multiple items, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 items being removed. Now, one thing you have to remember is that a big component of your credit score is going to be the outstanding debt. So this shows you before and after. All right, so let's take a look at before. So this was a JP Morgan account. This was a Chase credit card. And let me give you some context to this, because one thing that we see a lot right now, and this is what everyone on social media is promoting. I'm not mad at it because Chase is giving out a bag right now. Just keep in mind, you know, when you get these high limits, $50,000, $60,000, $75,000 credit cards, you need to have the ability to repay. But it's not the end of the world, because you can still get this removed off your credit report. So as y'all can see, this balance was as of 11/20/2024. So they owed about $69,511, of which $64,607 was past due. So think about this. If this is reporting on your credit, this amount of debt is going to lower your credit score. And especially because this is a revolving credit card, you're going to have a very high utilization. I don't know all the details about this, but I'm going to assume that this was a business credit card that went delinquent and then reported on the personal credit. So that's just one thing you got to be aware of. I know a lot of people are promoting, you know, 0% funding, get the Chase, run the Chase play. I've seen it all over social media, but this is the side that people don't want to tell you about, is when you owe $60,000, $70,000 on the credit card and you can't repay it. You don't have the ability to repay. Then you get in this situation where this is going to report on your personal credit. So as y'all can see, this was a relatively new credit card, you know, 60, 90, 120, 150. All right. Now, this could be a situation where, you know, a business plan didn't work out, or, you know, maybe you just, you know, things happen, right? Mind you, right now, this is not reporting on the credit report. So we were able to get this deleted off their credit report. Imagine that let's just say $65,000 worth of credit card debt removed off of the credit report. So it was closed as of November 2024. They owed $64,607, right? So I just showed you one of them. Again, another card deleted off the credit report. So let's check out what was before. So this one, not too bad. Now, right now, millions of Americans are facing record debt, and this is due in part because of inflation and the economy. So if you find yourself with a low credit score right now, it's not the end of the world. One thing you have to keep in mind is that credit can be repaired, restored, and rebuilt. You don't have to wait 7 years for items to drop off your credit report. We are able to get most items off of your credit report within 60 business days. And right now, we have a Valentine's Day special where we're offering a discounted rate. So if you're looking to improve your credit and get a fresh start, what I need you to do is click the link in the description of the video or call us at our 800 number. Speak with a representative. We can walk you through your credit profile and map out a game plan to get you on the right track. Anyways, that's all for today's video. Let me know your comments and questions. Until next time, take it easy and we'll talk to you soon. Peace. This bankruptcy was completely deleted off of their credit report. Now we got this method with Experian where bankruptcies are falling off like hot butter. Now right here, y'all can see as of June 10th, 2025, we were able to get a bunch of accounts removed. So as you can see right here, this is a bankruptcy, U.S. Bankruptcy Court of New Jersey. This item was removed from the credit report. So let's look at the details of this. Now this is the after, let's look at before. So this was a Chapter 7 bankruptcy that was filed back in 2019. Essentially, we were able to get this removed off of their credit report. Now, we know how much a bankruptcy could actually affect you. So as y'all can see right here, U.S. Bankruptcy Court deleted off the credit report. So we were able to get this bankruptcy completely wiped off the credit report. This client now is going to be able to get access to a lot of different financial products, and this barrier just completely removed off their credit report. This right here is an absolute game changer. In addition, we were able to get some other credit cards off of their credit report. Right here, we got Green Dot item removed off the credit report. Let's look at the before. So again, this was a secure credit card. This was actually part of the bankruptcy. And again, the thing about it, the bankruptcy and the accounts that are included in the bankruptcy are counted twice, right? Because you have accounts that are associated to the bankruptcy still on the report, and then you have the bankruptcy on the credit report. Or when we look at the payment history, you know, a lot of derogatory information right here. So this was the before and this is after. Green Dot account removed off the credit report. Also Fingerhut removed. We got JP Morgan credit card deleted off the credit report. Let's look at the details on this. Again, this is the after. Let's look at before. So this was a JP Morgan credit card, $9,000 balance, 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180 days late. This will drag your credit score tremendously if it's still reporting. But like I said, we were able to get this completely removed off the credit report. And you also got a couple other credit cards. Let's take a look at it. Again, just want to open this up to show you the before and the after. Again, this was a low limit credit card, charge off, removed off the credit report. You had a Capital One remove, or a couple Capital Ones removed, Discover, Green Dot Bank. So this was a bunch of accounts we were able to get removed off the credit report, including the bankruptcy. Let me just click into this to show you the before and after. This was on the same date. Items removed, you know, discharged through Chapter 7. Again, negative derogatory payment history removed off their credit report. They had a 102 FICO score increase, not Vantage score, not Credit Karma, but FICO score, the score that actually matters. 102 point credit score increase. This is an absolute game changer. Another thing I wanted to point out, y'all see these dispute results? When we're disputing different things on the credit report, right? Things like the address variations, the names, specific accounts. And then shortly following that, this is when we see these large credit score increases, 102 points. All right. Your credit score going from fair to very good, right? So that 100-point increase is skyrocketing their FICO score. So when you have that 750 credit score, your financial options start to increase, right? That's where you really want to be. 750 and above, you're going to get access to a lot of different financial products. Now, as you can see, not too long ago, only a couple months ago, their credit score was in the mid to low 600s. And then we were working on their file, getting items completely knocked off. They jumped up to a 753 back on June 11th. And as of today, they're sitting at a 753. So when we look at when we first started with them, that is over 100+ point FICO score increase.
I just want to say good morning to you all. This is my personal testimony about CP credit restoration. Man, it's been years I've been trying to get my credit situation sorted out, and boom, I got turned on to CP, and I want to say it's a thumbs up times 10. My credit situation was in the low 5s, and I work with CP restoration, and in no time, I'm talking split of a second, I got back perfect results within a week. I'm now in the 700s CP credit restoration, Man, I thank you very much. I'm out.
All right, so the same client you just saw provide a testimony. As y'all can see, I just want to illustrate this. You see on March 31st, dispute results became ready. We saw a 182 point credit score increase. And this is FICO score. For a lot of y'all who say you're showing Credit Karma, we're logged into Experian, which shows the FICO 8, and their credit rating changed from poor to good. Their credit score increased 182 points. That is substantial. That means that their credit score was in the 500 credit score range. So they were around like a 551, if my math is correct. And as y'all can see, this was not that long ago. This was on March 31st, 2025. As of the shooting of this video, that was less than 2 weeks ago. So as y'all see up here, date generated March 31st, 2025. Now, as y'all can see, Wells Fargo bank card deleted off the credit report. Portfolio Recovery Associates, this is a collection, that was removed off the credit report. We have Synchrony Bank, American Eagle credit card removed off the credit report. Another collection removed off the credit report. Yet another collection removed off the credit report. Now, as you can see, this isn't the same account. These are different collections. So you see the before and the after. All right. So as y'all see, this was deleted off the credit report. And again, this is just a small collection, no big deal. But as you can see on the credit report, it shows collection. It doesn't matter if it's only $347. The fact that this is showing as a collection is going to drag your credit score. So you want to make sure that these items are completely wiped off the credit report. Here's another example. This again, this one, $3,500. When you look at this, this is reporting a collection for close to 3 years, right? Since 2022 all the way up until March of 2025, when we were able to get this account deleted off the credit report. All right. You have an American Eagle, Synchrony Bank. So again, small balance. This was a charge off. This was open in 2008. This actually went negative in 2019. All right. So this account was actually almost close to being phased off normally, right? Because accounts will stay on your report for 7 years. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost about to come off the credit report, but we got it off, right? Because this is a long time. When you think about this, this is a lot of years of having derogatory items off your credit report. And as this client suggested, they couldn't find a solution. They've tried other companies to try to get this collection off of their credit report for years. As you can see, this has been dragging them down for so long. And I'm so happy to say that we were actually able to help them get this account removed. As y'all can see, the item was deleted off the credit report for months and months. And in fact, for years, they had a credit score in the low 500s all the way into 2025. And as I stated earlier in the video, on March 23rd, 2025, which was only a couple weeks ago, on March 27th, that's the last day that they had poor credit. Boom, on April 2nd, which was only less than a week ago, about a week ago, a 722. Now look at that. For so long, they had poor credit. This stretches back years, right? Ever since 2019, they had a poor credit score, but now they have a good FICO credit score, right? 722. And this is the highest this client has ever got their credit score. And this is after working with CP Restoration. Now, it doesn't matter if it's student loans, collections, bankruptcies, child support, repossessions, or any type of derogatory account inquiries, we can get it removed off your credit report, whether it's a negative account or maybe you have a positive account that has high utilization. We can get anything removed off your credit report. So if you're interested and you want to start having good credit and get funded from the banks, I dropped a link in the description of the video to get set up with CP Restoration, the #1 credit restoration company in the United States, hands down, no competition. We get the best results and we get the job done quickly. So if anyone's interested, I've dropped a link in the description of the video. You can also call our 800 number to speak with a representative.
Call the number on the screen to live the good life.